Good morning. Let's go ahead and get ready to start. So stand up. Today's workout is going to be cardio and core. So that's our focus. We're doing a lot of core today. And some fun cardio moves. So make sure you're near something if you need it for balance. Let's go ahead and start marching it out. Let's get those arms moving. And stand up nice and straight, eyes forward. Try to move to the beat, but remember, always do what you can. If you need to slow something down, then slow it down. Always be safe. And breathe. Keep that chest lifted and eyes forward. All right, let's march it wide. And we're just going to tap. Shift your weight side to side and just tap those toes. And you can get a little rotation in here and bring your arm across. Now bend the arm and bring it across. And let's take it back to a march. And breathe. Get those feet off the ground. Arms are pumping. Get everything moving. Take it wide. And let's tap. And take that arm across. Reach. Try to reach all the way through those fingertips. And bend that arm. Try to move it, again, with thinking about not just swinging the arm, but pulling it across. Really pulling. So you're using those chest muscles and march it out. And breathe. Good. Again, march it wide. And tap those toes. Shifting your weight side to side. And bring that arm across. And reach. Reach. All the way. Trying to touch those walls. Now bend the arm. Bring it across. So notice I'm not just swinging my arm and it's not loose. There's a little bit of tension in my muscles as I bring it across. Good, and march it out. Take it wide again. And this time we're going to turn those heels up. So you're getting your foot down onto the toe. and move that body side to side. Let's add an uppercut. Up, up. Arms at 90 degrees. Bring it up. And again, we're not just flinging our arms. Get some tension in that muscle. Make a fist. Good. And bring those heels up. Try to kick your bum. Cross, cross. Squeeze those shoulder blades as you lift these elbows back up. And breathe. Last one, keep those legs wide. Now march it in. Give you a little break in between. March it out. March it wide again. Here we go. Rotate. Lift that heel up so just your toes are down. Good. Now keep going. Uppercut. Uppercut. So rotating. Turn the shoulders. Try not to just face forward and go like this. Turn your body. So not only are you going to work your core, but you're also going to work your balance. And heels up and back. Heels to the bum. And let's add those arms. Lift the elbows. Dig down, then lift the elbows, squeezing those shoulder blades together. Last one. March it in. We're going to do it again. Breathe. And take it wide. Here we go. Heels up. Rotate. Now add that uppercut. Hand is in a fist. Fist. Good. Up. Up. Good. Hamstring curls. Good. Add those arms. Reach. Reach. Lifting the elbows. And squeeze those shoulder blades together. Last one. Good. March it out. Let's take a deep breath in and out. Can't read my notes. All right. Let's go ahead and step it side to side. Remember that we don't slide our feet. Pick your feet up and place it next to the other foot. Good. Now let's take it a little bit further. So taking it to a little bit of a curtsy. Taking that leg behind. Now, if you have any limitations where you cannot bring your leg across the midline of the body, then just go ahead and just tap it behind. You know, you can just tap your toe behind. All right, get ready for a transition here. So we're going to go ahead and step it forward, forward, back, back. Big step forward and back. And back. So not necessarily a V step, maybe a little similar, but you're not bringing your feet together at the end. We're just stepping forward, forward, back, back. And let's add some arms now. Punch. This gets that heart rate going when you start adding in arms. Little coordination here. And march it out. Get those legs and arms moving. Again, we move with purpose in here. All right, let's step it side to side again. And breathe. Picking your feet up. Pick them up. Let's add that curtsy tap. So now we're getting a little bit more rotation again. If you want, you can go ahead, tap that opposite hip. Get the arms moving, the upper body working with us as well. Let's do 4 more, then we'll transition to forward and backward steps. 4, 3, 2, 1. Forward, forward, back, back. Forward, forward. Try to get your feet moving as quickly as possible. Slow it down if you need to. Punch. 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 March it out. Let's do it one more time. And side to side. You can tap. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, curtsy. So now you get a little bit more rotation in there. So if you turn your shoulders, this is where the core comes in. So start getting used to that now because we're going to do that a lot in this workout. Turning our shoulders. Get ready for transition, stepping it forward and back. Here we go. Forward, back. Forward, back. Forward, big steps. Pick your feet up off the ground. You can add those arms if you want. And breathe. One more time. March it out. Deep breath in. And out. All right, get ready. We're going to cha-cha. We're going to do 2 cha-chas forward. So it's going to look like this. It's going to be 1, 2, 1, and then back. March. So you got to turn your body. So it's a little hop. Cha-cha. And back. 2, 3, 4. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, if you're not comfortable with that, you can just stay in place. Good. Get ready because we're going to shuffle to the side. Make sure you have room to move. 4 steps. Make sure you're picking your feet up off the ground. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Reach, reach, and back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Reach, reach, and again. 2, 3, 4. Reach. 1, 2, 3, 4. Reach. reach again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go up on your toes. Up, up, one more time. Now again, if you're not comfortable with this, you can just step in place, march it out. Whew. Get ready. We're going back to our cha-cha again. This time we're going to do it on the other side. We're going to lead with the other leg. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, rotate, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Left, right, left, right, left, right. 1, 2, back. 1, 2, and punch. 2, 3, 4. Again. 1, 2, one more time. Good. Get ready. 4 shuffles. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up. Up on the toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know if 1, 2, 3, 4. Up. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up. March it out. I'm going to do it one more time. Get ready. Cha-cha. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back. 2, 4. Forward. Backward. 1, 2, 4. Again. One more time. 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. March it out. Let's do it again, leading with the left. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can punch. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. Ready? To the side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up on your toes. Up on your toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up. And again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up. And one more time. Up. Up on the toes. Up on the toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up. Up. March it out. Let's take a deep breath in and out. Again, deep breath in through the nose and out. All right. My heart rate came up. I'm sure yours did. Breathe. Let's stand up straight. Standing up straight too, chest lifted, shoulders down. Also, is going to open up the chest. You're going to be able to breathe a lot easier than if you're hunched over. It's very hard to fill those lungs with air when you're closed. So think about allowing your body to get the oxygen it needs by standing up nice and straight. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's take another deep breath in again. And out. Good. If you need some water, get a sip of water. And then we're going to go into our core. I think we're pretty warmed up right now, and we'll save a lot of the stretching for the end. Okay? So you're only going to need your ball and your band today. So catch your breath. Let's take another nice deep breath in through the nose, keeping your shoulders down and out. All right. So legs are going to be a little wide. Try to get them a little wider than your hips, okay? Now remember, with rotations, it's all about turning the shoulders. This is what we're not doing. This isn't really doing anything. Okay, you're not going to feel it as much as if you turn your shoulders. So throughout this workout today, I want you to think about turning your head and your shoulders. So your head should go with your shoulders, and you're really going to feel that core a lot more. If you have any back issues, just be mindful. Don't move into any pain, and only go where your body will allow you to. But do try to go to your end range of motion or movement, okay? All right, so let's start by holding the ball between our hands. Give it a slight squeeze so you get a little pressure, a little tension on the arms and the chest. And we're going to start by turning to the right. So remember, head and shoulders. Now come back to center and left and center. So your eyes should be moving away from the screen. And rotate, center, rotate, center. One more on each side. Keep pushing on the ball. Okay, we're going to change it up a little bit. 2 rotations to the right. 1, 2, center. 1, 2, center. Good. 1, 2, center. 1, 2, center. Keep that squeeze on the ball. You're going to feel it a little bit more in your core. So as you're squeezing, you're really engaging a little bit more muscles. Center. 1, 2. Make sure your head and shoulders are turning. So the whole movement's being worked from your shoulders. Your shoulders are turning. That's working that core. 1, 2, center. 1, 2. Let's do it one more time. 1, 2, 1, 2. Good. You should have felt that through your obliques and through your core. Okay, let's get our band. Got a lot of core here today. A little bit of legs thrown in, but mostly core. All right, so we're going to stand on the band. With both feet. Make sure your foot is pretty square on the band, not just your toes. Get your arch over that band. And I want you to stand up straight, grab the band, and then walk your hand down a little bit more so you have tension on this band. You really want to have a lot of tension, okay? You should be able to stand up straight. Now, we're just going to bend to the right, and then when you come up, I want you to focus on using your left side oblique muscles. In fact, you can put your hands right here on your side and come down. Now, feel your muscles in here working to pull you up. Now, you can also reach overhead, get a nice stretch. If you want, breathe. Four more. 4, 3. So there should be tension on this band the whole time. 2, 1. Good. And let's switch. So let's stand on the band, making sure that you have the band in the other hand now. And again, you're going to stand up straight, walk that hand down, really pull so that you've got a lot of tension on this band. It shouldn't be so much that you have a hard time staying up straight. Ready? And we're going to go to the side. Again, you can feel your obliques working. So I don't want you to just come down and, this kind of a thing. We're coming down, pull. Use those muscles on the side to pull. And you can reach up and reach and reach. And 4 more. And 4, 3. Don't let this hip pop up. 2, 1. Good. All right. So it's time to get our hands to the chair, and we're going to do some bird dogs or quadrupeds. So you can put your hands on the back of the chair. You can put them on the chair rung or the arms of the chair, or you can put your hands down onto the seat of the chair. So what we're going to do is we're going to take ourselves to a plank position. So wherever you want to go, just make sure as you take your legs out, then you're in a nice straight line, okay? So pull your belly button in. Make sure your hips aren't popped up or sinking, all right? You want to be in a nice straight line. Let's lift, stay up through the shoulders. Let's lift our left leg out. Now, if that's hard enough for you, then that's okay. And if you want, you can lift your right arm. Now the idea here, and then down. Take them down. Let's do the other side. Lift your right leg. The idea is to keep your body still and your left arm without rotating to the side. So that takes all the core to keep your body still. Lift that left leg. Now for some, just lifting an arm or a leg is enough. So feel free and switch. Feel free to just lift an arm or a leg and focus on making sure that your hips, and switch, don't rotate. Stay up through the shoulders and down. Switch, right leg, left arm, and breathe. Keep those abs tight, and left leg, right arm. Pause and down. And lift. Switching. Good. And come up. All right. Shake it out. Shake it out. Let's get our ball again. So legs are going to be wide. So this is a little similar to something that we've done in our warm-up, but we're going to do a side lunge. So remember, first let's just lunge side to side a little bit. Make sure, check your knee. Is your knee going right over your laces? This is where your knee should track. Knee should not be in here. Should not be inside. Okay? So when you come to the side, open up. Leg needs to be wide. All right? Now, let's go to the left. Lunge. Reach. Hinging at your hips. Abs are tight right here. Abs tight. And come up. I'm going to get away from the chair a little bit. Let's go to the other side. Lunge. Check your knee. Over the laces. Reach. Good. And let's go back to the left. Reach. Notice that I'm not bending. I'm reaching from the hip. I'm kind of lunging forward. My abs are really tight right here. Pull that belly button in and keep it in until you come up nice and straight. So if you ever have to reach for something and lift it up or grab something and then stand up, you want to make sure your abs are tight and they stay tight through the movement. That's protecting that lower back. Check your knee, knee over the laces, and reach. Let's do one more on each side. And reach, and reach. Good. All right, come on up. Breathe. Okay. Take that ball up. So we're going to bring that ball down. Lift that knee up. Now, if you need to hold on to the chair, you can do this with one arm, or you can just do it without holding a ball if you need to hold on with both hands. As you lift this leg, abs need to be tight. Abs are tight. Pull that belly button in as you lift the knee. And get our heart rate back up a little bit. And let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. All right. Okay. Ball in the between our hands. Little squeeze. And we're going to rotate to the side, curl it up. Elbows stay at our side, right? So we get a little bicep curl. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to come down in the middle. So bringing our body down by contracting our abs. So pull your abs in, come up the other side with another curl. So it's down, up, down, up. Good. Remember, this is not necessarily a bend. Get those hips back. Abs stay tight. Abs are tight. As you get a little crunch right in the middle and come up. Keep your elbows by your side. Squeeze that ball. Squeeze as you curl. And let's do 1 more on each side. Whoops. Crunch and last one. Woo! I'm starting to feel this a little bit. Okay. We're going to get some squats here. Let's take a deep breath in and out. So when you squat down, remember squatting, knees forward, hips back. We're going to squat, keep your knees forward, and take the ball to the hip. So getting that little shoulder turn and come up. We're going to go to the other side. Now if you need to hold on to the chair, then just do the squats, okay? Let's go. So ball comes down. Turn your shoulders. So you're trying to look behind you. So your head and shoulders are turning. Now if anything makes you dizzy and you feel unstable, then of course please modify the movement. And as you squat down, what are you doing? Right, knees forward, and abs are tight right here. Hips are back. Make sure you keep pulling in that belly button every time you squat down. Good. Let's do 4 more. 4, 3. Give a little squeeze on this ball. 2. That makes it harder. You can really, when you're squeezing and rotating, you really feel that engagement in your core. All right, we have 3 more, and then we're going to stretch. Okay. So we're going to do some wood chops. We're going to take it down and up to our shoulder. So it's down and up to our shoulder. Rotate. Get those shoulders turned around. Get that foot up onto the toes. Lift your heel. Good. And up. And 6 more. 6. And 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Good. Gotta do the other side. Ready? Down. Rotate. Don't forget, get your toe up. Lift the heel. Lift it. Turn your shoulders. Six more. Here we go. Breathe. 6. We're almost. We only have 2 more exercises. 4 more. 4, and then we'll stretch. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right. A little bit more rotation with some lunges and balance. So, so that you will do it, we won't alternate, so that if you need to hold on to the chair, we'll do one side. You can hold the ball and hold the chair with your other hand if you need to. So when we take a step back, we're going to do a backward lunge. Remember that leg, you want to bend that back knee Your forward knee stays behind the top of the toes, and this knee is over your laces. So when we step back, we're going to rotate. We're going to turn our head and shoulders towards that forward leg, okay? We're going to do all one side, then the other. So you can hold the ball in one hand. Ready? And let's go. Good. Abs tight here. And 3. Breathe. Turn the head and the shoulders. 4. 5. Bend that back knee. 6. Make sure you're pushing up through that right foot to come up. 4 more. 4. Keep your right knee forward. 3. Weight towards the heel. 2. 1. Good. Got 1 more. And then we're going to finish with a regular old plank and then stretch. All right? Here we go. Other side, we're going to step back with that right foot. Rotate to the left. And let's go. Give a little squeeze on this ball. Make sure you're taking a big enough step back so that your left knee does not push forward past the top of the toes. 6 more. Abs tight. 6. 5. Turn the head and the shoulders. 4. Breathe. 3. Come on, we got 2 more. 1 and 2. Good. All right. Here we go. Plank. We're going to do our plank. We're going to hold it. I'd like to see if you can hold it for 45 seconds. If you can't, that's okay. Stop, take a break, or stop when you need to, or stop, take a break, and come in and finish with us. Okay? So again, your plank, you can have your hands on the back of the chair. You can have them on the chair arms, and you can also have it on the seat. So let's get our hands to where you want, and we're going to step our feet back. So remember, you want to keep your hands right under your shoulders, and let's go. Abs are tight. Pull that belly button in and push away from the chair so that you're up through the shoulders. I know for a lot of people this is hard because of the wrists. And breathe. Make sure your hips aren't popped up or your hips aren't sinking. So check yourself. Are your abs tight? Are you in a straight line? If you're in the studio, check each other out and let somebody know, hey, drop your hips, lift your hips. Or, hey, you're looking good. Come on, we got 10 seconds. We got this. We're almost there. Breathe. Abs stay tight. 3, 2, 1, and come in. Good job. Woo. Let's take that nice deep breath in and out. Good. All right, let's start stretching it out. Let's start with a little stretch on the sides. So you can keep your feet side by side. If you want, you can tuck your right foot behind. That'll also get that hip. And let's take that arm over. And keep your hip down. Try to think of pushing your hip to the floor. If you want, you can even grab the wrist and gently pull. Good. Now take your right arm behind you, grab the wrist with your left hand and gently pull down and drop your head to the left. If you need to hold on or you need to be more stable, you can always uncross your legs and stand with your feet side by side. That's your stable position. So feel free to do that if you need to. Good. And let's switch. Let's take our left behind the right. If you want, again, you can just keep it side by side. And let's take it over. If you want to, you can gently pull You get a really little bit deeper stretch, but make sure you're pushing your left hip down at the same time. Think of pushing your left foot into the floor as hard as you can. Really trying to push it into the floor. And breathe. Good. And relax and take this arm behind you. Grab the wrist with your right hand. Pull down and drop your head to the right. So you're just dropping. Make sure you're not popping your right shoulder up. Shoulder and ear should not be touching. Good. And relax. Whew. And if you want to keep your feet on the floor, let's take a big step back with your right leg. You can also take a left foot up onto the chair if you want. Let's get that right foot, though, facing forward so that your toes are all going in the same direction. Heel on the ground, and let's push that heel down into the ground. Push that heel into the ground. And breathe. Good. Now bring your body up so your torso is nice and straight. Push your hip forward. So hip goes forward. You want to feel that stretch in the front of the hip, of your right hip, maybe even down onto the top of your thigh. Now, if you want to, you can take one or both arms up, reach for the ceiling, reaching. Drop your shoulders. So down here, it looks like this. I'm pushing forward and I'm reaching. You can have one arm. If you have one arm, I prefer that you hold on with your left hand, since I like to have the same side arm up so that it really stretches the muscles on this side. Or you can have no arms. And just sit back on that hip. So you can do that in the chair as well. Sit back onto that right hip. Weight towards the heel. Pull your toes towards you. Make sure your abs are tight and you're hinging at the hips. Make sure you're not just bending forward. You're up nice and straight and hinge forward. Even just a little hinge is going to give you that stretch up the back of the leg as long as you're pulling your toes towards you. Good. And let's switch legs. So keeping your feet on the ground, you're going to step back with that left leg. You can get your right foot up on the chair. Again, make sure that your left foot is pointing straight ahead. So check it out. Move it. Move the heel out if you need to straighten up, and push that heel down into the ground. And breathe. Good. Now bring your body upright and push that hip forward. So your forward knee should never go past the tops of your toes. So keep that knee forward over the laces, and you should not have it go past the tips of your toes. And if you want, you can raise one arm or both arms up and push forward a little bit more. Push. So it's also stretching out your core area. And now let's sit back onto that left hip. Pull your right toes towards you and breathe. Again, make sure that you're hinging at the hips. So down on the ground, it's going to look like this. Abs are tight here because they're supporting your lower back in this position. Good, and come on up. And let's just kind of work those hips out a little bit. Just kind of shake them out. And let's stand up nice and straight. Let's get some nice deep breaths in through the nose and out. Push it all out. Again, deep breath in through the nose. Keep your shoulders down. And push it all out. And one more time. Deep breath in and out. And thank you. Have a great day.